welcome to another episode of Adventures with Peps. Remember to subscribe. Today we are unboxing Aliens, the Ultimate Badasses expansion for Gale Force Nine's A Glorious Day in the Marine Corps. Let's go. Hey, and we are back. Right, here's the box. Ooh, standard box. Nothing exciting there. More of the 8-sided dice by the looks of things. See if I can get this stupid baggie open. Here we go. Oh, have a look at the camera. I think the one is represented by a star. That's 10-sided. Don't know my dice. Still haven't played the game yet. Still haven't read the rules, so don't actually know what any of these mean. So I'm probably going to fly through this bit quite quickly. Then have executive rights, tracker cards. So these are the playing cards. Once again, don't know what they do in the game. So we'll move right on. Empty the box. It's always good to have an empty box. Get it out the screenshot. Back of the box. Nothing exciting. Gale Force 9, 20th Century Fox. Box contains 6 plastic miniatures, 6 character cards, 64 experience cards. So these must be the experience cards. 1 rulebook and 4 dice. Has God knows what this is for, but 106. Your time is up. We will keep this out. Marine Assembly Guide. We have Sergeant Apone. I'm probably going to absolutely demolish these names. I do warn you now, I am not good at saying names. What base, body, head. Pretty straightforward. Then we have Corporal Dietrich's flamethrower unit. What, 4 parts? Drake. Down here with his smart gun. What's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, a 5. Dun dun dun. Crowe. He seems pretty straightforward. Burke. A 2-piece. He's as fancy as Newt when put them together. And Wierzbowski. Which another flamethrower. Hang on. So we've got, let's get this right. I got Frost, Dietrich, and Wierzbowski all armed with flamethrower units. Oop, better keep that out. The rulebook. Yeah, let's do this so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. 1 rulebook. Ultimate Badass. As I said, I haven't read the rulebook of the main game yet, so we will not delve too deep into that. We then have the character cards. Ooh, Apone, Crowe. Not entirely sure. I think when they got this little yellow logo. That's the hero side. Wierzbowski, Drake, Dietrich, and Burke. So they're the 6 character cards. And then we have the actual sprues. That's it for this section. I'm going to get into cutting out and gluing together in the next section. If you want to buy this game, I will leave a link in the description below. I'll have a link to the main game plus this expansion, plus the other expansions, which I'm hopefully going to be picking up next payday. So, give me a minute and we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Right, I'm going to do it like my last review, when I did the original Badasses. Not the original Badasses, what am I talking about? The another glorious day in the corpse set. So quickly show these off. They've just been primed. A little bit of a highlight to help me see what actually needs to be painted. Nothing fancy at this stage. Probably show them off at the end once I got these all glued. As I go through gluing them, I'm going to just read some info about the characters off. And yeah, hope you enjoy, hope you stick around. If you want to skip to the end, you can, and see them all fully made up. I don't mind if you do that either. Let's dive on in. So, up first, we have Sergeant L. Apone. I think I'm saying these right. If I'm not, I'm really sorry. Let's see. His famous line. All right, sweethearts. What are you waiting for? Breakfast in bed? Another glorious day in the corps. A day in the Marine Corps is like a day on a farm. Every meal's a banquet. Every paycheck a fortune. Every formation a parade. I love the corps. Gunnery Sergeant Apone was second in command of the USCM. Is his base. Body, head, pretty straightforward. Sent to LV 426 to investigate the Hadley Hope colony. So yeah, whilst I'm doing this, I'm going to probably dip in and out of different characters, because ultimately I want them to dry between them getting glued. So Apone is on his base. He is on his base. His head will stay put. Who do I have next? Well, that was good. I put Gorilla, sponsored by Gorilla Glue. If Gorilla Glue ever actually see this and want to sponsor me, please feel free to drop me a comment. I put him right here. You can't even see him. Get him into the shot. Yeah. Also, if you actually are watching this and listening to me talk at the same time, I thank you. Would love it if you gave me feedback on certain aspects of the video. Is this webcam working? It was the cheap one that I reviewed in a different video, which I will handily leave a link in the comments below. Didn't cost a lot, but I'm using it. I want to see how it works. I think the light behind my head might be a bit bright. I might fix that in the next video. But yeah, drop me a comment. Let me know if the picture's good enough on it. If not, we'll work something out. So up next, I am going to do Carter Burke. Oh, he's pretty easy. 2 parts. Let's see what his background is. Carter Burke. Carter J. Burke, in fact. Executive employed under the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. He's in his puffer jacket. He's looking fancy. What was he? He served as Special Project Director for Weyland-Yutani. He acted as a liaison for Ellen Ripley after she was rescued from deep space in 2179. Burke later accompanied a platoon of colonial marines to LV 426, the moon where Ripley first encountered the xenomorph, to investigate the loss of contact with the colony of Hadley's Hope. I love the actor that played Burke. I think he's a great actor. Can't remember his name. What was his name? Who actually knows? Portrayed. There we go. Paul Reiser. There we go. He had a deleted death scene, according to my notes here. But that's probably all we're going to talk about Burke. He's a 2-part model. He's built. We'll come back to him when he's dry. But for now, bye-bye. Up next, we have... Let's go forward. Drake. He has the most bits, so probably should have started with Drake. Here's his base. Ooh. What else we got? We got a body. We got some gubbins. Where did the gup? Oh my god. Luckily for me, I am used to building Games Workshop. But so his gun will end up pointing upwards. And he's got a sidearm, a head with a backwards baseball cap. Yeah. Oh my god. By the way, I shake my head. Fresh. Ugh, might delete that. If that makes it to the video. You can guarantee I forgot that I did that whilst I was editing. Anyway, good old Gorilla Glue. Get him on his base and forget about it. Bloop. Then next Apone. Oh, we got Drake whilst I'm fixing up my next figure. Private Drake was a smart gunner in the Colonial Marine Corps. He was stationed on board the US. How do you pronounce that ship? I'm not going to say it because I'm going to sound like an idiot. But he was on the ship in 2179 and went to LV 426. Dun, dun, dun. Right, up next, we have Crowe. He's rare. He's only armed with a pulse rifle. Seems like everybody on this team had a flamethrower unit. I'm actually surprised he only has a pulse rifle. Head is built onto the gun. Always a good sign. And then face and body. Let's go, let's go. So Crowe. Tim Crowe was a private in the United States Colonial Marine Corps. In 2179, he was part of the platoon of Marines dispatched on a rescue mission to the Weyland-Yutani-owned terraforming colony Hadley's Hope on Akron LV 426. Strong theme running through these characters. They all seem to have been involved with the second film. Up next, we got... Who am I holding? Got Wierzbowski. He is made up of 3 parts. And he has a flamethrower unit. Now, this guy, I am not sure. Do I do this first? And stick this in? Yeah, let me show you what I'm doing. Base. Body. Body. I'm thinking I should stick them together first and then stick them to the base. That's what I'm going to do. If you think I've done this terribly wrong, let me know in the comments. Also, if you're looking around the comments section, why not give me a subscribe? I'm on, at time of recording, I'm at 67 followers. I would love to get up to 100 by the end of the year. I think that's the goal I'm setting myself. Which means I'm going to have to do a lot more self-promoting. But I would love a subscribe. More than likes. More than, definitely more than dislikes. Yeah, drop me a comment. Drop me a subscribe. Let's be friends. I'll even go as far to say if you have a YouTube channel as well, tell me where, and I'll come have a look. So last up is Dietrich. See, there we go. This green is horrible to try and film. Doesn't show up very well. Dietrich, Corporal Dietrich. He's trying to think. He got Vasquez, Ripley, Newt, Dietrich. So 4 women out of 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. With 4 out of 12, third of the team is a female cast, which is great. And guess what? Dietrich has a goddamn flamethrower. Ugh. I don't understand. There's almost as many flamethrowers as female characters. They love their flamethrowers in the Marine Corps, it would seem. So Corporal Dietrich was a member of the United States Colonial Marine Corps, serving as a field medic. In 2179, she was part of the platoon of Colonial Marines dispatched aboard the USS Sulco on a rescue mission to the Weyland-Yutani terraforming colony Hadley's Hope on LV 426. Dun, dun, dun. Right. They're drying. Whilst they're drying, let's check out Burke a bit more. Let's see if the good old Games Workshop butt plug can come in handy and steady up my grip. There we go. Guy's arms crossed. Means business. So, I recently read Bug Hunt, a short story of alien-themed stories, tales, whatever you want to call it. And in one of them was what happened to Burke after he disappears in the movie. I wonder if it says here, deleted death scenes. Let's go into that. Originally, Burke's fate in Aliens was less ambiguous. As she searches the hive for Newt near the end of the film, Ripley found Burke cocooned to the wall, still alive and impregnated with a chest burster. He tells her he can feel the embryo moving inside him, and begs her to kill him. Ripley does not, but leaves him a grenade so that he may end his own suffering. While the meeting between the two was cut, the explosion of the grenade off-scene is still in the film. It is the fiery blast that blocks Ripley's path after she frees Newt, forcing them to head deeper into the hive where they discover the Queen. So, he still manages to F up everything. Good work, Burke. Good work. The scene was mainly cut because director James Cameron realized, given the time frame of the film, Burke still would have had a facehugger attached to him by the time Ripley entered the hive. Despite this, it still appeared in the novelization of the film and the comic adaptation, Aliens Newt's Tale. Movie footage was released for the first time as a bonus feature in the 2010 Blu-ray set. So, Burke did not exist in the original script. Most of his dialogue while aboard Gateway Station was instead taken by a character called Dr. O'Neill, who was cut from the finished film. With Burke's absence, the subplot regarding Weyland-Yutani's attempting to obtain a xenomorph specimen was not present in the initial script, as there is no corporate agent accompanying the Marines to the colony. Okay. Well, in the short story I read, it makes no reference to Burke in that regard. In the short story, he wakes up, he knows he's got the bug inside him. He is trying to work out how to escape, how to stay alive, how to get off-world, how to get himself in cryostasis, get back to Weyland-Yutani and give him a chest burster. It also talks about his mother a lot. He has a weird relationship with his mother. That's as far as I'm going to go. I'll leave you a link down below. There's going to be a few links. Hope you don't mind. It will go to my blog, adventureswithpeps.com, and from there, you'll be able to read all about the cool stuff that I'm starting to learn about this franchise. So let's go back to Drake. Personalities and traits. Right. What do we think we glue on next? The smart gun? I'm a bit confused how the smart gun fits. These are not obvious, to say the least. I'm not going to glue that on. We are instead going to glue his arm. Hang on, maybe we're not. I can't work this out. There we go. Gorilla Glue. Hope you're still hanging on. I know it's not easy watching somebody else paint and talk, and maybe I should have done this as a voiceover rather than trying to do it all at once. But it's a learning curve. Let me know your thoughts below. I've just stuck my finger to his arm. Luckily, this is all off camera. This is such a fiddly piece. Ooh, 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 ooh. Boom. Right, he has an arm. I read nothing whilst doing it. Let's do equipment, because that's a bit of a shorter list. Drake is outfitted with an M56 smart gun. Here we go. Oop. Battle harness and targeting eye for his standard weapon in the field. He also is proficient with the M240 incinerator unit. Guess what? That's the flamethrower that he has kept as a backup should his smart gun jam or run out of ammo. He is also equipped with a flak vest that he wore beneath his battle harness for extra protection. So I got 3 models armed with an incinerator unit, and according to his background, Drake, in theory, would also have an incinerator unit. They love the flame. That should be the title. They love a flamethrower. They just love a flamethrower. Let's move into Apone. Let's do personality and trait whilst I try and work out where his head goes. Apone is shown to be an experienced and always ready military man. During the Colonial Marines mission to LV 426, Apone led his squad to Hadley's Hope. He chewed a cigar and laughed with his team, but didn't hesitate to get strict when he needed to. He always had to control Hudson's attitude with the superior officers during mission time, yet they seemed to be good friends. He was one of the most liked members of the team and the best the Colonial Marines had to offer. Gotta be honest, that sounds about right. He was probably one of the best. He got munched. You tell. He might have a cigar. Chances are he doesn't, to be honest with you. There we go. Apone. Apone is one of the film characters available as a playable character in one of the pre-orders of Aliens Colonial Marines. Never played. Have you? Drop me a comment. Apone's actor Al Matthews served in the actual Marine Corps during Vietnam War. Well, I was going to say good on him. You know, not sure if it was a good thing, the Vietnam War. Let's not go into this. Ignore that last comment. Come on. That's just asking for trouble. Right, Trevor Wierzbowski, a private in the United States Marine Corps, armed with a goddamn flamer unit. See, he was part of the team that went to LV 424. When Gorman ordered, there we go. We've actually got some actual story. That'd be nice. When Gorman ordered, was it Gorman? The pulse rifles to be slung over, possibly due to the threat of rupturing the processor, Wierzbowski, along with the rest of the squad, weren't too happy when the creatures struck Wierzbowski was in shock over Frost's death and had to be pulled away by Hicks from the bag of ammo that was cooking from the flames. During the ambush, he was taken by a xenomorph and killed while Hicks looked for him in the chaos. In Alien's new tale, instead of Apone being taken to the hive, it was mentioned that Wierzbowski was taken instead of dying in an off-screen death. There is a website dedicated to him called Wierzbowski Hunters, sort of a running joke that in the fandom is that all of the Colonial Marines in the movie Aliens, he gets the least amount of screen time, to the point of having essentially no significant lines. Oh, that's pretty sad. Played by Trevor Steedman. Well, there you go. Wierzbowski. You are Wierzbowski'd. So we have 3 of them are now complete. We got Burke, Wierzbowski, Apone completed, Drake. Going back to Drake, everyone. How long am I in? I'm in 21 minutes. Jeez. You're still here. Thank you very much. You obviously like hearing me waffle on. And with that, you should give me a subscribe. Need a little ding. Maybe my editing skills can achieve such a feat. I honestly doubt it. Right, let's see how this smart gun is going to fit on. Oh, God. Right, here we go. Looks like it should go that way. It's on. I'm going to take that as a win. Got his head left to do. Woohoo! Personally in traits, having a habit of grumbling, Drake would complain after waking up from hypersleep that he wasn't paid enough for this. He was insulted by Dietrich, then they weren't paid enough to wake up to Drake's face. He also enjoyed giving Hudson a hard time when he bugged Bishop to do his knife trick, and was volunteered by Drake in his warped humour. He also had a knack of egging Vasquez on her jokes, and appeared to be on good terms with her. Drake also had issues with following orders, such as turning over power cells for the smart guns when they were ordered to, having instead handed her a spare power cell after their originals were collected. Right, next up, Dietrich. Okay, nice and simple. A little bit of glue. A little bit of glue. And we plug this in. Boom. Right, Dietrich, let's have a look. Dietrich's had a habit of insulting people. Ooh, when she had a chance, particularly those who liked to complain. But when it came down to business on a mission, Dietrich behaved professionally. When she found the live colonists on LV 426, she attempted to comfort the woman, telling her she was going to get her out of there. As a Marine, I'm just going to do ahead. That gun went on pretty quick and easy. Well, as a Marine, outfitted with standard issue M3 pattern ballistic armor for protection and a shoulder lamp attachment for illumination. As the squad field medic, she also carried a first aid kit on her for protection. She had the M240 incinerator unit. I get that they were in a close confined space. But what we got, technically we got 4 characters because Drake has one that was carrying flamethrowers. If they ever got into a long range firefight, how on earth were they meant to engage? I guess they got the 2 smart gunners, but they're relying on everyone else. What we got, Apone, already forgot his name, Apone, Crowe, Hudson, had pulse rifles. Hicks had a shotgun, and everyone else seems to have a flamethrower. Right, there we go. That's Drake. Alright, that's green on green. And finally, Crowe. Crowe was outfitted with the standard M10 pattern ballistic armor for protection and a shoulder lamp. So, just assume they forget to mention that he has a pulse rifle. That was an easy one. Boom, he's done. Right, we are done. I want to say thank you for watching. After this, I'll do a little spinny display of these Marines, and then I'll put them with the Marines from the original set. As always, I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully you watched the whole video. If you did, drop me a comment, drop me a subscribe, say hello, tell me where you are on YouTube, or if you got a blog or even Instagram. I'm all over the social media platforms, and I want to find gamers that collect as well and paint. So, until next time, peace!